Hi guys.
Hello.
Got a change of scenery today.
It's my room.
This is Saraya's room.
It's my room.
Yay.
It's my hidey hole.
Your hidey hole.
My hidey hole. My little burrow. See, I actually, because it's so green, I consider it like, have you seen The Hobbit?
Yeah.
The little burrow is in like
literally
The
your
Hobbit,
burrow.
literally. And once I
This
get
is
my
where you-
cottage house, I'm just going to be like,
I was going to say
my
this
whole
is where
house.
you hobbit, but then my mind went to hermit. And you were just like,
It's both.
you're the
Hobbit
hermit.
slash
in here.
hermit.
Yeah.
Yeah. These three.
Well, I was about to say I feel like you drawing a card actually. Draw a
Oh,
card.
you want to do tarot reading?
Just draw a
Let's do
card.
it. Normally I have to light a candle for this, but shall be
Okay.
good.
The sun is there.
The sun. Oh, I hate this cloth. I actually stole this from my mum. Every time I go down, so you know how she lives in Lismore, right? I'll see her like every second weekend. Every time I go down. Wait, I didn't ask a question. I'll get to that soon. I'm like, why aren't they coming out?
No,
Every
just-
time I go down though, I
Yeah.
gotta focus on one thing at a time. My tarot hates it if like it doesn't get the undivided attention that it deserves. It's very Leo like me. It's like, no, bitch, focus on me. Okay, every time I go down to my mum's though, I'll take at least like one thing back with me that she won't know about and just like slowly build this room to how I want.
It's such a daughter thing.
I know. Okay, so just card for the day.
I don't know. What do we need to know?
What do we need to know? Okay. We've got, ooh, it's so pretty.
Soul Collective.
Soul Collective. Embodiment of your authentic self will attract the tribe that aligns with your soul. That's what that's actually what I manifested before I met you. Because like I was working in childcare with like all these different people that I felt no connection to. 2 years.
Which is hilarious
No
because
fucking
I knew
connection.
her the entire 2 years.
Literally the whole 2 years I thought you were like just a corporate mum that would come in and pick up her kids and do like,
was.
did you ever feel lonely like around people that like you just couldn't connect with?
Yeah. Yes and no. I've always lowered my energy to match wherever I am.
I don't think I can do that. Yeah.
I shouldn't. It's not a good thing. So it's been a bit of
Is it
my
like
journey.
helping you blend in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I very much embodied like chameleon. I think we were talking about it the other day. Chameleon
I think I
vibes.
get that, whereas I have to go higher. Like, even with you, I have to kind of match your energy to that higher vibe. Like, say in the car ride, do you kind of get that, like, I'm quiet in, like, the first 5 minutes? Because
Yeah.
I'm coming from my vibe to your vibe, and I'm like, oh, okay, conversation. Fuck,
Yeah,
we
you
have to
meet me
talk
up.
about it. Yeah.
See, that's where and now I don't do that. That's what I've been practicing. So most people.
Yeah, because shouldn't you be
especially
your authentic self? Yeah.
recently. So when I was corporate mum, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
I would lower it to match everyone else's. Like they sort of knew this stuff about me and knew how I was outside of work and knew what I really liked there because I would tell them and I'd express it,
Yeah.
but I didn't embody it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I started to when I was leaving and I started training people and it wasn't, and then I realized
Did you
I
find
was
people
like,
were more
oh, wow.
drawn to you?
People have always been drawn to me, and I think it's that sunflower vibe that you always say it is. It's like I'm just a happy, positive person.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about low vibe stuff. I don't even like talking about work. I'll be at work and I will ask you about literally everything else. Unless I have
love
to
that.
obviously talk about work because I've had a successful career. I do have a successful career. But I knew everyone's partner's names, kids' names, where they're from, where their family is. Is it here? Is it somewhere else? Like,
Yeah.
whereabouts they lived, how they felt about it, what their journey was.
Did you like building up? So for me, I call them side characters in my life, and I make out profiles for them. And every bit of information I learn, I'll add it to their profile, like a video game.
I get what you were talking about. Yeah, I was about to say that's such a
It's like
generational
intel on
thing.
everyone.
So the professional world call it rapport,
Rapport.
building rapport. So it's building a character background story.
Oh, yeah.
So you know them and you build up like a friendship and relationship. That's building rapport. So I'm notoriously, with everyone that knows me, a people collector. I love people. I love finding out stories and experiences and journeys that aren't what I've experienced.
Yeah.
And I
so
love
you like hearing like
figuring out
life stories?
I love life stories. I love learning how someone's mind works.
I love that.
Yeah, so you
I
talk
love
about it
that.
all the time. So I'm the same.
Yeah.
Where it's,
Well, I don't like people's life stories, but I love getting into like people's minds and
well, you want to
psychoanalyzing
learn
them.
more about psychology.
Yeah.
Life stories is the environmental conditioning to how their mind works.
It's okay.
So you're missing
I hate
that
to say
background
this.
part.
I absolutely hate to say this, and I live in this embodiment. Like mine's exactly the same, but everyone's life story just sounds so boring to me, and it's like suffering to get through.
You're mistaking life story with small talk.
I hate small talk. Yeah.
So small talk is the everyday.
Oh
yeah, the
I
weather's
hate
nice.
How's the weather?
My kids have been a pain
Dude, in
today.
childcare, I fucking hated it.
Yeah,
Every
I'm
single
surprised.
parent
That's what
I
I'm
would have to
saying.
talk
You're mistaking
to.
it.
I'm like, dude.
No, so see,
Wait,
specifically.
what's life story then?
So even the writers that I was, why do I keep blanking his name?
Sordicus.
Anthony Pseudicus. I'm pretty sure his name is. Anyway, he even speaks about it, and he's quite obviously on the spectrum as well. But he says how he'll get into a car, and I really embody this because I related to him saying it, and then I've changed it a little bit and tweaked it because I've evolved from taking on his experience. So he will ask them intuitively a random question and see what comes up. So there's been like a taxi driver he asked once, and he said, "Have you ever run for politics?" Turned out that taxi driver had, and he was.
Did he have like intuition or just guessed?
Being spiritual.
I'm guessing intuition.
I'm being spiritual. I'm pretty sure he taps into his intuition. So most celebrities, most really successful people how we see it as successful, actually use mostly their gut feeling and their intuition.
That? Because I always wondered, how do they make it big?
Everyone is manifesting.
They're like actual manifestations of it.
Everyone's manifesting. So every celebrity you'll ever see, what do? They embody it. They method act. They visualize every morning. They have their routines that they've got to stick to. Like, when you put a spiritual connotation on all that, they're manifesting it. They're envisioning it. They're setting affirmations. They're setting intentions. Like, yes.
Did you ever want to be an actor?
No, actually.
Really?
No.
Like, I never wanted to, but I always thought I could, like, pull it off because I mask that much. Like,
I was about to say
so
that. I was about to say.
I always thought it's just, like, another masking episode for me.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I've never wanted to because I have
But
always...
you feel like you could? Yeah,
I've
I think you
always
could.
embodied stage fright and that I've never wanted to be seen by people. Like, I intentionally would put myself in the background so that I don't
you're
dim other one's light. Yes. So I don't dim other people's light.
Growing.
I've always been like, no, I got to lessen my light. And this is part of me, lowering my frequency and my vibe to match everyone else's because I didn't want my light overshadowing other people. I wanted, and it comes from me being really young and when I had my little brother, and I wanted to make sure because my parents worked all the time, so they owned their own company. So my grandma really helped with us. We were in after school care, we were in vacation care all the time, before school care. I was in daycare from when I was like 3 months old or whatever.
Jesus.
So that's why I'm such a people person.
Yeah.
Because I was always with other people. And so when my little brother came about, I wanted to make sure he got just as much attention as me.
Yeah. So you kind of like pulled yourself back a bit?
True, yeah. I like pulled myself back and was like, I got to make sure he gets attention too because I get a little bit. He needs to get some as well.
Yeah.
And we were always together, so it was great. So we're super close. But yeah, so I've very, very early on, I've always done that. And now my journey is putting that away. Some really deep
Putting yourself into the
inner
spotlight.
child work. Yeah.
Yeah.
doing the
That's
opposite.
interesting.
So
I don't know. It might be because I'm a Leo, but I always thought I was not meant for the spotlight because, like, I never
'cause she's
wanted
a
to
Leo.
be. I knew I could accomplish anything I put my mind to.
See, no, I've always had that though.
Yeah.
I've always known I'm capable of literally anything I want to do.
Except singing. But yeah.
I haven't. Well,
Can you sing?
I say yes,
I know people
but then
say, like...
people have definitely heard me and they're like, "You can't sing, Maddie."
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I can sing in certain keys.
Yeah. I can sing in, like, the lower ones, but, like, as soon as I hit that, like...
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm good at the sound of silence. That's it.
it's a good song.
It is a good song. Very good song.
Yeah, but no, other than that, yes, I do my light
Good
for everyone
idea.
else. I know, it's been good. Look, we have matching cups.
Yeah, you said.
I don't
what did
have
you say?
matching cups in
She's
mine.
like, I'll have the Buffalo Bill one, please.
I thought it was Buffalo Bill. It's Buffalo Bill.
Did they discontinue them? I think they did.
They did, and then they brought it back for like half a minute.
I
and
think
then-
because my generation got really, like, I remember TikTok during that, it was really fucking upset. It's like, do you remember those Smartie ice blocks, ice creams? And they would have, like, Smarties at the bottom? They discontinued them. Everyone went fucking nuts.
Look, we did too. Did you know there was a drumstick once, a limited edition one, that was, oh my god, it was the best freaking thing. It was like chocolate ice cream with a vanilla swirl caramel. And then I had a caramel layer, and then the whole cone was chocolate.
Oh, not just the bottom?
There wasn't even a wafer cone. It was
my
just
God.
chocolate. And it had like a little bit of raspberry on top.
Yeah, our economy can't
if
afford
we
that
get big
anymore.
enough and anyone from Drumstick sees this, please bring back
Bring
the
it back.
Drumstick
I want
Royale.
that.
It was friggin' amazing. They've only done it once. It was
Dude.
limited edition, like, I don't know, like, it'd be nearly even
long time
20
ago.
years ago now. Yeah, it was a long time ago. So,
That's a lot of chocolate. I get why they discontinued that, though.
yeah, it was essentially a chocolate bar with ice cream. It was so good. Anyway.
When did you become aware, this is what I want to know, when did you become aware of, like, what foods to eat and not to eat? Was it, like, when you had your spiritual awakening? Because, like, I know, and I felt it before, that when you become spiritual, you, like, your body, your mind, just everything rejects, like, unhealthy processed foods. Like, I fight myself sometimes to eat it, but I'm, like, really bad with food.
So, everything. When I became spiritually aware, it was whatever was triggering my anxiety specific. So
like, sugar?
So, when you're out of alignment, it feels like anxiety. It's like a lot of nervousness where you're like, oh, I don't want to be there. It's like really out of alignment with what I want to be doing, what I should be doing. Like,
Yeah.
so there's two parts to it. One part is the spiritual journey or my life's journey where I became really conscious of health. So I was a gym junkie and I went to gym 6 days a week, and naturally, because I was being healthier in my body, I was craving really healthy food.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I had an intellectual awareness of what was considered healthy from me, like, looking into it. But I was also still a huge stoner. So I go to the gym.
And that's where I struggle.
I go to the gym, and then I go smoke a bunch of bud, and then I go get KFC Zinger box for dinner.
Yeah.
Or the Tower Burgers. Tower Burgers is my favorite.
What's a Tower Burger?
They're limited edition sometimes. It's a Zinger burger with a hash brown on it.
Oh, really?
Zinger Stackers, like, I just pumped KFC because I could eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I was going to gym and I was healthy, and then I was eating KFC for dinner.
Okay.
So no, it was when when I became
Keep
spiritually aware,
Yeah.
I woke up and everything in one day. Cigarettes, weed,
You smoke cigarettes?
drinking. Yeah.
I can't. I smoke menthols, but that's hardly a
No,
cigarette.
it wasn't even the taste. It was the addiction. I started dabbling when I was, like, again, 13, 14. So
Yeah.
13, 14, I started everything. Drinking, smoking bud, smoking, because I was dating guys that were older than me and they smoked. And kissing them was like an ashtray anyway. So it's like,
Ugh.
yeah, it was gross. In hindsight, I was like, ugh. I had one guy I was dating, he liked the rum-flavored ones.
Okay, I'm going to be honest.
Gross.
I said F, But now that I think about it, some smoke smells on guys are actually attractive to me.
Yeah, weed. Anyway.
Weed.
So, yes, I woke up. Those were the three unhealthiest were like obvious addictions. Sugar was another one. Every time I had any sugar, I was so
Could you
anxious.
feel like the sugar highs?
It wasn't a sugar high, it was anxious. That's what I'm saying, anxiety. Yeah, it just set me off. And I'd be like, so I couldn't have sugar. And meat.
Meat?
That was when I fully blown went vegetarian.
Didn't you say vegetarian is actually extremely unhealthy? Oh, you didn't know that.
I said vegan is extremely unhealthy.
Oh, can we live without meat?
Yeah, 100%. But, and this is where, so I eat meat now.
Yeah.
With
I
the
love
meat,
meat.
it is where you source it.
Oh, okay, so butchers over.
What I noticed
like huge
is
companies.
my dogs don't even eat the meat from Woolworths. That's a dog. Won't eat the human quality meat.
Do you think they could
Woolworths.
smell it?
Something's in it. That's why I'm very animals, so because I'm in tune with animals,
Yeah.
think very practical. There's a natural disaster coming. All the animals bail. Sniffer dogs at the airport. They can smell something in it. They're trained to, but they have
fucking
those
scare me.
heightened senses. So just when my dogs ever did something or they didn't like something, and watch them, like you could be walking down a path, they won't go near a bush. There might be a big brown snake in that bush. We can't, because we're so distracted, we're so addicted to everything going on.
It's like how they can see ghosts.
Well, I don't 100%
I
believe that they can see ghosts.
I believe cats
I know
can
you
as
believe.
well.
And that's where, but my point is their intuition, their senses are so heightened, they can see and sense things that we can't.
Interesting.
Because that's how I think of it, very basic model. Dogs are always meditating. They're always outside. They're connected with nature. They're always sitting, laying down. They got nothing really going on. They don't have any head noise. They got nothing to worry about other than where's my owner?
Where's my food?
And some animals, same as people, that are in those very highly reactive environments, they've got an anxious owner, there's lots of shit that's keeping their attention.
Yeah.
Those dogs aren't as intuitively connected. It's like people. It's the same.
Oh, like inside dogs.
It's not necessarily inside dogs, but if you're someone that leaves the TV on for your dog and your dog's watching the telly, it's going to be the same as people. You know, like...
I don't know.
It's
I don't have a
external
dog.
influences. Well, it's the same with cats. External influences.
Oh. Yeah, my cat hates that shit.
Yeah, so your cat intuitively knows that it's garbage.
Yeah.
And the cat's like, nah. So that was the process I went through. So less TV. I went more to books as well.
Yeah.
My ex at the time was watching Married at First Sight. And I was like, this is trash.
Garbage.
This is bad. Anyway, so I'd read while he watched his garbage, smoking his cones and drinking beer, watching Married at First Sight, and I'm like
That's
reading.
so Aussie. That's so fucking Aussie.
I'm like reading about I don't even know. Just, I think I was getting into a bit of Hindu stuff at that time. Yeah, I was reading all these books. Anyway, so the meat thing is what I had then researched, because I was like, why aren't my dogs eating this? So not only is there, yes, there's all these hormones they inject into it. They put red dyes in some things to make it look better. But what it comes down to is the process of how they're killed. So yes. So when cows and pigs are killed,
Like when they're stressed?
they release stress hormones into the meat.
I've heard about this.
into
It's going
their
to sound
bodies.
fucking crazy, but
So-
I knew about this from Hannibal.
Yeah, he was a psychiatrist. He was a super
No, he was a
scientific-
cannibal.
Well, other than him being a cannibal.
Yeah, he would source his livers, but they
that's
wouldn't
why
be
he
scared
knew.
because it was acidic. It tasted acidic to him, and he could
Gross.
smell it. He was kind of like a
Don't
dog.
liken me to Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, no, not the movie, only the TV show. The movie fucking
that's even
scares me.
worse.
No, it
Anyway,
was my
doesn't
ultimate
matter.
hyperfixation.
Stop it. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. The point
Keep going.
is, so yes, when they are slaughtered at the slaughterhouses, they release all those stress hormones because they're literally witnessing their family go, right? So what I found though, because everything that I've ever researched, I take into my reality into my human world, and then I start sort of finding out, and I'll do like a bit of survey sort of work, and I'm curious about this. So I sort of stopped eating it. I've never liked pork, so I don't know what's going on with the pork, but I have heard that it's got like serious hormones in them. I haven't researched it too much because I don't like pork, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my favorite red meat is lamb. And is maybe from like a Hannibal Lecter viewpoint, maybe it's because they're untainted.
The lambs.
And there's not a lot of, they don't have a lot of environmental.
Oh, and couldn't it
this
be
is speculation.
like...
This is speculation. I don't know.
Wait, okay. Do you think, what was that the line?
I'm like, speculation.
Do you think it could also depend on like the animal's brain capacity? Like, you know how some are smarter than others? Do you think lambs are dumber than pigs, so they don't really realize they're being slaughtered, whereas pigs, they're probably scared to fucking death?
It does come into that.
Yeah.
But it's not to say...
Well, it's like a child and an adult. Who's going to be more scared? Well, they're both, but the child doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, so that's why maybe.
Yeah.
It could be, probably. But I do know they've also identified that some animals are more emotionally, you know, in tune, have more of an emotional body than other animals, because that's why we have pets, because they're the emotional ones, and some of them are just like me.
Is that what in my experience, like cats and dogs? Yeah.
In my experience, all animals feel and have that. But so I think, yeah, maybe it's more the baby thing.
Yeah.
They have less things to know, like what you said. That's what I was kind of saying. They got less knowledge about fear, so they don't really know. Either way, but what I found interesting, chickens. Everyone eats chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken didn't make me feel anxious. So I looked into why.
Do you know how big chickens' brains are, though?
No, that's not why, though. They are the only thing that's killed humanely. They're gassed, they're put to sleep, and then they kill them. So they are completely unaware of something happening. No, they don't do that to all animals.
They just, like, cut their heads off?
They cut their heads off. They're awake and alive and watching them do that.
I'd be fucking scared as well.
Exactly. So chickens are the only ones that they just gas the whole thing and put them to sleep.
Is that because there's so many of them?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just like knock them all out at once.
They don't want them all running around like headless chooks.
I have an idea. It might also be less gas. Whereas they'd have to use lots of gas for the pigs. Would that like incorporate it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's a money thing as well.
Everything's about money, yeah. Everything's about money. But also, I just said they wouldn't be running around like headless chooks. So I use the saying, when you cut a chicken's head off, the body actually still runs around.
Is that actually true?
That's real. That's a real thing. So they freak out and their bodies and their muscles all go tense. And being that they don't have a lot of muscle...
Is it just that nervous system's still going? Yeah.
So given that they don't have a lot of muscles, I guess the meat wouldn't be as good. And maybe you can tell in chickens more. I don't know, but they gas them. So there's none of those stress hormones being released into the meat. And then I was sort of like, oh, okay. And so I've noticed most people eat a lot of chicken and not much red meat. Like, majority.
Yeah.
They might eat maybe one steak a week, but most of their meals are actually Nelly classed as vegetarian or chicken.
Huh.
It was very interesting.
Do you think that's more to do with like prices as well, though? No, chicken's like the exact same though. Fuck. Interesting.
I think it's partly, but I think more it's intuitively and subconsciously people are just...
They can tell. Oh my God.
I don't think they realise that they prefer chicken because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, subconsciously they're like, chicken's better.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, because I love red meat, so I can't go into that. But yeah, that makes sense.
But again, whenever I do buy red meat, because I don't, like I said, I eat meat at the moment. My kids aren't vegetarian. Like, I didn't want to impose any of that on them.
Yeah.
I go buy it from an organic butcher. That's humanely sourced. Because that's totally possible. I don't get anxiety from that. Yeah. I cannot bring myself to buy meat or eat meat from the shops. My kids won't eat it. I'll buy it. I've got mince sitting there from Woolies from, I don't know, ages ago, and I tried giving it to them once and neither of them would eat it, so I was just like, oh,
fuck it.
Not doing that again.
Yeah. That's very interesting.